Hey, welcome back. Time for an lucky me, yet another beer mail. Boom boom, from Justin Dean from United Kingdom. First of all, thank you so much, Justin. It was kind of a hassle to get the package. Actually, it seems that the postal between UK and Finland is not that straightforward. I thought that there was only issues during the COVID time, but it seems that because UK is not part of European Union anymore, I needed to actually pay alcohol tax, import tax, some customs fees, and some weird couple of euros for the postal company to keep the package while I did the customs and tax authorities, whatnot. But it was only a few euros, but still enough reasons, I think, for UK to get your ass back in EU, so we can do this beer thingy way more easier. And while I say that this is a beer mail, it is actually a beer swap. So Justin, I will be sending you some beers during the spring. Haven't decided yet what to brew. I have the, what's it called, the Beast of Midlands Mild. I have that in keg, so I might actually send that because I think it's pretty good. Little bit over carbonated, but you know, just let it sit on a glass and you know, said. And then also definitely while sending that beer's mail out, I will be sending Jonas Walker BSB Homebrew some as well. He has been also a lovely guy, sending me a lot of things. So definitely beers going to UK and Sweden. But hey, let's start by opening the package. Box inside of a box. All right, we have a note. All right, nice. And then there's Imperial Stout. Imperial Stout. Well, that is interesting. Does it say 10.7% alcohol? Jeez, man, that's very imperial. Christmas Dreamer, Riverview Brewery by Justin Dean. Well, look at that awesome label. That is very nice indeed. Nice work. Smoky Joe, Riverview Brewery by Justin Dean. Yet another very nice work with the label. Very nice indeed. 5.4 ABV, bottled 2nd of November 22. So I will leave these guys now for about 1 week and we'll get back to this. See you soon in about 1 week time. I think we're good to go. So I'll just I will silence the heater. Hey, today is the day I'm going to taste the beers from Justin Dean from Riverview Brewery. Exciting times, definitely. The two beers, it's been a couple of weeks already when I filmed the unboxing video, which is going to be the first part of this video. Now the beers has been settling down in my fridge, and I just had a chat with Justin via the Signal app, and he suggested that beer should be around 13 to 14 degrees, and I have been following the situation a little bit, and let's see where we are at. 14.5 says the Imperial Stout, and the Red Ruby is 12.8. Obviously this is not very scientific, but it gives an idea where we are at with the temperature. Alright, and if I have interpreted the note correctly, these are keg, capped and bottle conditioned. And the expectation is that there's going to be a little bit of a sediment at the bottom of the bottle. So gentle pour, leave 1 centimeter behind. That was the instruction from Justin. So let's get into it. I have also the BJCP guide for styles from year 2021 to support me a little bit at what I should be tasting here. And also I just want to give just take this opportunity and give a huge shout out to anyone doing this stuff, sending me beers, and definitely Justin, I will be sending you beers as well. I just recently got beers from Jonas Walker from BSB Homebrew as well. Jonas, you will be getting beers as well. Today's equipment, I have a bottle opener here which has been sent me years and years back from Beardy Brews. He actually, at least back in the day, lived in a place called Mura in Sweden, which is famous of the Mura knives. And anyone who is old enough knows that Mura knives used to have this kind of handle and this kind of a bottle opener now there, very cool. My favorite way to open a bottle with Mura bottle opener. Then I have glass or a pint from BSB Homebrew. I have also a coaster from BSB Homebrew. And then I have also my own wooden coaster, Apex Brewhouse. I think we are good to go, so let's start cracking. Let's start with the smoky beer first, because it's going to be the milder version of this too. So gentle pour, ladies and gentlemen. The finishing touch, I must appreciate that. Smoked Joe, Riverview Brewery, bottled 2nd of November 22, 5.4 ABV. Alright, and it has some sort of a bezel cap as well. Just going to crack her open. There was a sich. Nice, very nice indeed. That is a dog. Is it your dog, Justin? Could be, could be. Just, I have rinsed the glass, so that's why. All right, so let's do the gentle pour. I will just aim a little bit there. There's certainly carbonation, a little bit more aggressive at the end, and we got a little bit of head as well. Alright, that's that. And I think, just thinking impromptu, let's pour the other beer as well. Most likely the both of the beers are going to be such that I'm not going to, boom, finish them with one go. I know that I have a big mouth and I tend to take really large sips when I, start tasting the beer. However, smoky beer and imperial stout, definitely not something that you want to jump head first. All right, so just got to be really careful because of the sediment. Very nice indeed. Christmas Dreamer, Riverview Brewery by Justin D. 10.7 ABV. Jeez, man, this is. All right. There was a sig. Ideally, this glass would be a little bit smaller, but it is what it is. This looks like a dessert or something. Boom. I think I got it 1 centimeter on the bottom of the bottle. Alright. So let's look at a little bit of the styles. Classic style smoked beer. So what I reckon is that you take a classic beer style, like a bitter, or a ale, some sort of, and you add a smoky element to it. The BJCP says, and for those who don't know, the BJCP stands for Beer Judge Certification Program. Aroma should be a pleasant balance between expected aroma of the base beer and smoked malt. I definitely have done my own share of red ruby ales, so I know what to expect. So let's have a sniff. So what I'm getting here is sweet-ish malt aroma, and definitely kind of a soft smokiness lingering in the background. Very pleasant to the nose. I'm not usually a huge fan of smoky beers. However, even though it might not be my favorite, I will always try to appreciate the beer, what it's trying to be. Sweetness of the malt, smokiness, that's what I'm getting there. Maybe a little bit of a kind of a fruit character, maybe kind of plum, maybe. Let's see. Let's have a taste. Very smooth indeed. It's like drinking a pillow of something. It's very smooth. Now, kind of tasting, I probably would have preferred this beer a little bit colder, but this definitely will bring all the taste. There's a ever so slight carbonation. The CO2 bubbles are very small and just gives that little bit of fizz, but not overwhelming or overpowering. Let's have a look at the color. Oh yeah. So there is definitely the red hue. It was better like this. Yep, looks very nice. Very smooth. Let's see what I can pick else. It kind of, and I kind of like this because the aroma of the beer gives you certain expectations, and I think that the beer itself, you know, answers to that expectation. There's quite a lot of sweetness, on my opinion, smooth bitterness, very subtle bitterness, to my opinion, and smooth smokiness as well. It's not kind of overwhelming or kind of attacking too much, because, for example, I like smoked food, I like smoked fish, but if you overdo it, I think it's completely ruined. And I guess the same goes with the beer as well, but this definitely is not a case of that. This is very easy to approach. I'm still kind of saying that there's a certain level of fruitiness in the aftertaste, and still I would like to say that it's kind of a plum. Very pleasant, very smooth, and I think that the carbonation is absolutely spot on. It's there, kind of these micro bubbles, but it's not making the beer overly harsh, because everybody who is into home brewing knows that the carbonation and the carbonation level can change the beer completely from one to another. So let's have another look on the style guide. Balance between the flavor of the beer. Balance between base beer and low assertive smoke malt. Definitely low to assertive smoke malt. It's semi low, the smoke malt. Varietal woods produce different flavor profiles. Maybe there's a little bit of oakiness in the smoke flavor. Not sure, it's very subtle, but then again there's the fruit factor. So could it be kind of a smoke flavor? Not probably cherry, probably, well, maybe kind of applewood. There's no apple taste, but just kind of figuring out. Mouthfeel varies with base beer style. Significant astringent, phenolic, smoke-derived harshness is a fault. Well, I must give you that, Justin, that definitely this is not the case. It is not astringent, there's no phenolic and smoke-derived hardness. No, this is very smooth operator. The red hue is there, or a little bit mahogany, all right. Mahogany. Maybe that was, yeah, well, I'm not a native English speaker either. But then, belch of approval, then into the big guns. So let's have a look what the style guide actually says about Imperial Stout. Traditionally English style, but is currently much more popular and widely available in America and internationally, where it is a craft beer favorite, not a historical curiosity. Intensely flavored, very strong, very dark stout with broad range of interpretations. Roasty burnt malt with depth of dark or dried fruit flavors. Warming bittersweet finish. Despite the intense flavors, the components need to meld together to create complex, harmonious beer, not a hot mess. No, we don't want a hot mess. No hot mess. And I will be always honest. If it's a hot mess, I will say it if it's a hot mess. Sometimes only accomplished with age. But anywho, 10.7%. And according to the style, the aroma should be rich, deep, complex, and quite often intense, with a pleasant blend of roast, fruit, hops, and alcohol. Alright, and while I was chatting today with Justin, he said that this is more leaning to the roasted malt department, and I answered Justin actually that that's how I would like it. Let's see. Well, certainly I can concur with the style guideline that this is a very deep aroma. It's like a endless book with multiple stories. I cannot smell the ethanol, which I think is a good sign. The dried fruits. Alright, now enough sniffing. I'm getting kind of this ethanol sensation to my nose as well. But it's very, very, very light. And 10.7%, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers. It's like a sniffing kind of a bit of a fruitish wine, maybe. Maybe a little bit of a chocolatey aroma there, maybe. Let's see. Let's have a really gentle taste. Whoa. Whoa. Jeez. The smoothness of this beer, 10.7 ABV, it is amazing. Ever so slight roastiness, which is really, really smooth. Chocolatey flavors as well. Don't know if that was intention of the brewer, i.e. Justin. So the style guide says, flavor like the aroma, complex mix of roast, fruit, hops and alcohol. The flavors can be quite intense, often greater than in the aroma, but the same warning about the balance varying greatly still applies. Medium to aggressive high bitterness. For the bitterness factor, I would say that we are on the medium scale. On a good day, the bitterness is ever so slightly there. Jeez. This is absolutely amazing. This is like a nectar, not a beer. This is actually, I have had imperial stouts, but this is like something completely, you know, next level stuff. And I don't say this very easily. This is absolutely amazing. You can definitely taste the high ABV, but it's not sharp ethanol taste. It is pleasant warmness in your mouth, ever so slight roastiness of the malt, quite slight bitterness. There could be potentially a little bit more bitterness, but it's so it should be to my mouth, and it should be probably one notch more to make it even better, maybe. And there's a kind of a slight chocolatey thing going on there, but it's definitely kind of not the main message. And then yeah, these dried fruits, it's kind of a change of scenery. I just ran out of battery, which was interesting because I charged the battery before I started shooting this video, but no problem. I came to another space with a better charger, I think. Conclusion: the Smoky Joe very smooth. It's like it's kind of a maybe a red ale, which kind of feels in your mouth like a soft marshmallow, and very smooth. I cannot emphasize this enough. The big thing on this beer is the smoothness, and very subtle and easy to approach smokiness. Those are the elements which I appreciate on that beer. But then this guy, the big boy, this is absolutely amazing. And I'm not taking anything away from the Smoky Joe, but I'm just saying that this is wow. It's absolutely amazing. I'm still holding on. There's a certain chocolatey thing, but given the fact that 10.7 ABV, geez man, Justin, the smoothness of the, you know, and how everything combines together, it is a divine nectar. It is not a beer, it is a divine nectar. Jeez. All right. I don't want to kind of start repeating myself more than I have already. I want to shut off the camera and just, you know, go to the chair, my comfy chair there, and just, you know, close my eyes and enjoy this beer. This is, geez, something completely else. Thank you so much, Justin Dean, Riverview Brewery, for sending me the goods. I will be sending you beers back as well. I have one beer already ready to go, which is the Beast of Midlands Mild. That is something that I'm going to bottle. It's a little bit overcarbonated, but let's see. Most likely when you just pour it when it's a little bit cold, give it a chance to warm up to serving temp in the pint, the excess carbonation will be gone and it will be good to drink. However, I need to send 2 beers, so the second one I need to brew. So let's see what that is. If you have any suggestions what I should be brewing for Justin, please comment down below. And if you haven't been a subscriber, now it's a good opportunity to be one. Yeah, hey, gazillion times thanks for taking the time, making the financial effort of sending beers from UK to Finland for me to taste. I will be returning that favor. Thank you. Don't be a stranger. See you soon. Bye.